Nobody wants to listen to somebody like me. So what happens is that my word, I'm kept in the space of irrelevance and suspicion. Irrelevance and suspicion. And then what's going on is that bulk of my communications that I'm trying to communicate with and send out for professional interest, for entrepreneurial interest, for whatever it is, completely ignored, even by Muslims. Completely ignored. Nobody listens to nothing I have to say. It's like you don't, like I don't even exist, man. Like wallahi, which I don't like swearing too often. Maybe a year I do it less than 20 times. What I just said, that word, maybe less than 20 times. They just completely ignore everything I do, man. Communication, email, WhatsApp, no messages, nothing, zilch. But like I don't even exist, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm almost willing, on the brink of doing what is called la'ana. La'ana in Arabic is very, and you curse somebody. You curse them. It's a metaphysical curse. La'ana, very serious, man. Yeah, I'm almost on the brink of doing that, man. Yeah, it's wrong. It's a wrong code. Very, very serious. Doing la'ana. Yeah, very serious, man. Very serious. This is really, really cruel. The way they have done this, a lot of the believers, a lot of people, which I can show you the numbers, which I shouldn't, but I message them, try to communicate with them. Nobody responds, man. Like I don't even exist, man. See, here's a Chinese woman or a Korean woman walking with a European man. The husband in the front, I don't even know them. The Asian woman, she's proud. She's honored to be with him. And pop, pop, plop, plop. In the behind is the daughters. Meaning, we have something in Islam about our sex that we know that when the woman has the children for the man, and they fit the children, they fit into both worlds. When the woman has the children for the man, that means, what that means is that the woman's water has flowed over the man first, and that the woman loves the man. She loves the man during the lovemaking. That her love is stronger, or I don't want to use a vulgarity. She came first. She was so into that man. Yeah, submitting, giving herself to that man. So there is a way we have, even in Islam, that was given to us by where we Muslims believe him to be holy. The Holy Prophet, Muhammad, that he gave us a way, a technique to have, with targeted regularity, efficiency, or reliability, to decide, to have control over having boys or girls without using birth control. You know how to do it. It works. It actually works. I have watched it, tested, and tabulated it. It works. And these societies, man, we live here, but we're not really welcome. I mean, we can be, but there's always that quarter fascism. I'm looking at the Mercedes pulling up in the parking lot there, and I see darker hued skin pulling up now. If anybody dark gets out of it, I could be wrong. It would be either Africans or they would be Indian, like Indo-Pakistanis. They ain't gonna be no black. Just getting out in the Mercedes. No, they got money. No, it wasn't even that. Especially here, because you cannot participate in the economy here. Participation in the economy, in the local economies, are fettered or are barred by naturalization, issuance of tax-paying and sort of residency numbers or citizenry numbers, which are not easily given, particularly in these higher tier societies. They're not easily given. So they would say you come from the highest tier, which I do, society of all, which is California. Not only the United States, California. California is the highest economic tier of the whole world, man. I mean, you have places in California. You got the low Watts, or the Crenshaw, or, South Side or Compton, where I have stayed. And then you have Beverly Hills, Simi Valley, Thousand Oaks, which goes even further, which has a similar demographic to Iceland, ethnically. Thousand Oaks, California, looks just like a place. If you really want to go a place that looks like Iceland demographic-wise, where you'll hardly see any of my ethnic group, it would be Thousand Oaks. But you still see some. They are respected and accepted up there. The ones that are really settled. The Afro-ethnics of Thousand Oaks, they really respect it. And another place where even fewer, but you do have some. They have their own special story, which I haven't captured yet, is a place called San Luis Obispo. San Luis Obispo. Before I left the U.S., I was up there months ago. Before I left, it's called San Luis Obispo. Last Ramadan, I was running around trying to get help from San Luis Obispo. The demographic looks just like here, Scandinavia, Iceland. Yeah, like you were in Europe. The ethnic demographic, just like you were in Europe, man. You don't see a black face up there, man. You see Asian here and there, maybe Latino, even a smattering of Latino, even that you don't hardly see, because it's what's the key factor? It's so expensive to live up there, man. San Luis Obispo. It's so expensive. But there are places where it's not, but it's traditionally Anglo or Euro ethnic. San Luis Obispo. Yep. San Luis Obispo. Ethnic demographic. If you are if you are sort of multicultural phobic, and you are of European ancestry, or you under the Euro ethnic dominated environment, San Luis Obispo in California. Even to some degree, Pebble Beach, Carmel by the Sea, yeah, places like that, the money places. See, this skill set you can learn in New Zealand and Australia. A lot of work, huh? A lot of work if you can learn the skill set of operating those machinery, the construction machinery. A lot of work, man. So what you see here, you can also find it in New Zealand. Yeah, you can also get it in New Zealand. You see, this guy, I think I saw him way over there. He was way over there before with a thing which was like a telephone. Remember I told you the Vikings Gewieten? Remember that? Remember I told you that? Yeah, before us, like an operation, because I mentioned the Coast Guard helicopter, which was a red Super Puma, did a circuit around here twice at less than 400 feet, or less than 300. Less than 200 feet. Did a circuit around here twice. The man there, walking, whoever he is, I think he might be Asiatic ancestry, I'm not sure, or Uyghur or some other ancestry. He is going to a place which is called Granda. Granda is a place down here where they take, that means he has a Kanidala. That means he has a Kanidala, he has a number, he's in the system. Granda is a place that takes the bottles, the spare bottles and cans that you want to throw away, the metal recycling. It's called Granda. I went there one time, and they gave me over 2,000 krona for one bag, almost 3,000, 2,400 something. I didn't have a number. You had to have a local card to swipe, and then the money would go to your bank account, which is recorded for taxation purposes. I didn't have a number. I didn't have a number, so the young man put it on his card, and then he gave me the cash out of kindness. So that as what he didn't. The young Icelandic man did it for me as a favor, because I didn't know the system, and I'm not registered. I'm not able to get residence. Which the thing is, this man riding back and forth, was it FGN 90 or P90 or whatever, back and forth. So the thing is, I was telling the Muslim community and some of my others that I need help of hundreds of thousands of krona to be able to stay, get my own place, this and that. I may need 1 million krona or whatever. They got that kind of money, man. Yeah, they got that kind of money, man. It's like, nah, brother, go get welfare, go get your own food aid. I want to start putting Muslims on the spot, man. Yeah, I want to start putting these guys on the spot. I really want to put them on the spot. Go get your food and welfare. Go ask the public system. Take from the local government. They will give you assistance. What kind of idiot says something like that when you're not resident? You're not a national of the country. This is their country. This is their country. It's not your country. It belongs to the people, the local people. It's their country. And you're going to come and you think that you're going to get social services because you're just a visitor who's falling for hard times, and that they're just going to dole out and give to anybody without you becoming processed for work to earn your own money? Yeah, you think it's just going to... What kind of person says something like that? This is what one of the Greek religious leaders, this is what he told me. I couldn't believe it when he said that, because I know we have the money, huh? And then they want to collect 2-3 million euros to build another masjid. What kind of shit is that? kind of nonsense is that, man? I was shocked when he said that. I couldn't believe it. So what kind of nonsense is that, man? You know what I'm saying? So his old friend here, because I got to go to try to send this email to this lawyer. He's a very prominent attorney in America. And he's definitely serious. The way things are going on. Let me control my mouth. That's Mr. Fed. That's Mr. Fed to you. Boy, oh boy, suffer. God forgive us, man. God forgive us. God forgive us. God have mercy on us, man. I mean, man. You know, because I'm a religious side. I'm the religious crew. See, the burgundy car, man, angrily, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's what it is. FGN90. Foxtrot Golf N90. I think that's the number. Like, you don't know where you're going. But they look American, huh? See, because when you get out of that control sphere, a lot of them don't like that, man. You know, a lot of them don't like that. See, America, it's not as free as it purports to be in a lot of ways, but it's infrastructurally hidden. It's hidden. It's not open up. Infrastructurally, the livelihood. That's why I'm wearing this pin. The pin, this is why I'm wearing it, because one of the ways out we have as ethnic minorities is the digital space. It's one of the few ways we have left out. But you have to have a nation state agree that we know that you're being digitally repressed, acknowledge it. You're not a crazy, you see, I don't want to use foul language around these children running around here. You're not a crazy extremist. You're not an Islamic nutcase. You're not a lunatic. We are going to allow you to have an alternative identity within Europe. Within all of Europe, alternative digital identity, but we are going to know who you are, and we're not going to give it over to the other people at all, unless we see that you are doing something untoward. Then we will give your digital identity over it. Other than that, we're not going to give your digital identity over to the other governments. We, as a European government, will keep your digital identity. We will protect your digital identity. You know, then we will protect your digital identity. Other than that, if you do something out of turn, you contact somebody that we don't like or that's questionable, we will call you in and make a record of a third party telling them that you have to be called, and even if it's at night or you have to be visited, we're going to let the third party know we're going to visit you, and we're going to ask you about your contacting by email such and such a person and why are you contacting them. We're going to ask you right on the spot. We're not going to let you travel and get in trouble because you contacted such and such because you want to get married or he's a religious leader in your own community and you want money. We're not going to do that. We're not going to have you detained and your ass whooped. See, I got to be careful because kids hearing my mouth. I don't want them learning that kind of English. You know, you're having your ass whooped and beat. Having, you know, your butt spanking, prod, put up your butt and all that. Needles and all that kind of screaming and slapping. We're not going to put you through that. Just because you contacted somebody that has money, that may be a Salafist, and thinking that he's a fellow religious adherent and that he's going to help you financially, and then you have to be punished for that. Because another aspect of this climate of suspicion is to stop Muslims from having international relations and trust and affinity with each other. Is to break that down. What is it's called ikhwa, the ukhwa. The ukhwa, and there's another word for it, the fraternity, the ties, the ties of brotherhood and friendly between each other. They want to get rid of that. It presents an economic challenge. So you got to put fear in people.